Good evening and welcome to the 15th Region Volleyball Tournament here on the campus of Pikeville High School. Brought to you by WPRGtv and Gearhart Fiber. I'm Chotty Thompson. Alongside me in the booth is Trey Mouton, and we are being assisted tonight by Wayne Fugit and Alex Parsley. Tonight's first game is between the 16-9 Pikeville Lady Panthers, coached by Haley Hamilton, and last year's 15th Region champions, the 26-9 Paintsville Lady Tigers, coached by Dawn Kenner. Both teams have won on their home courts against one another. Pikeville won in 3 sets here earlier in the year, and Paintsville won 3-1 last month in Paintsville. These are two really great coach teams whose rosters are loaded with talent, and we expect to see another exciting, action-packed game between the two. Trey was able to speak to some of the coaches before the game and has some insight on this matchup. Trey?
Yes, I was able to talk to a couple of the coaches, and I actually was able to talk to not only the head coaches, but the assistants as well. And I tell you, they have their teams primed and ready to go. They're looking like their teams aren't on edge like you would think they would be for a big game. There's a little bit of nerves, but there's more excitement on both sides of the net tonight. So I think we're in for a really good matchup here. This would be their third meeting of the year, of each side winning one meeting apiece. So tonight's going to be a really good game, Chotty.
Like I said earlier, there's a lot of talent in between these teams. Both teams are in the top 50 for sets won. Both teams are in the top 50 for team kills, Paintsville being 12th and Pikeville being 38. And both teams are in the top 50 for team assist. Paintsville at 11 and Pikeville at 34. Of course, Pikeville's in the top 25 team with digs.
Just those statistics right there, Chotty, tells you this is going to be a good game. I think we got a treat tonight here in this first game of 2 tonight.
Of course, Pikeville being the 59th district champions and Paintsville being the 57th runner-up. And talking about some of these players for these teams, Kylie Kenner, she leads the freshmen in the nation with kills. In the nation, that's impressive.
In the nation. I've talked with the assistant coach, Jessica, for Paintsville before the game, and Jessica was bragging on her. Now, you'll notice the last name is Kenner. She is the head coach's daughter. And so, yeah, she's awesome. And that is a girl that Pikeville's going to have to contend with tonight. They're going to have to not just give her the ball, they're going to have to watch her closely.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the T.W. Oliver Memorial Gymnasium and John Bill Trivet Court on the campus of Pikeville High School for the opening round of the 2023 15th Region Volleyball Tournament. Tonight's first quarterfinal game features the visitors on the scoreboard, the runner-up of the 57 district tournament with a record of 26-9, the Paintsville Tigers, versus the home team on the scoreboard, the winners of the 59th district tournament with a record of 16-9, the Pikeville Panthers. The winning team will move on to face the, the winner of tonight's second quarterfinal game between the Floyd Central Jaguars and the Pike County Central Hawks. Now, let's meet both teams. First, for the Tigers from Paintsville. Number 1, Jenna Oosley. Number 2, Bailey Porter. Number 3, Kylie Kenner. Number 4, Reese Day. Number 5, Maddie Preston. Number 6, Mallory May. Number 7, Sarah Ward. Number 12, Olivia Maynard. Number 13, Adele Verino. Number 18, Kathleen Baldwin. Number 22, Julia Verino. Number 24, Annabelle Blankenship. Number 26, Ella Wells. and number 42, Chessa Collins. The Tigers are coached by Don Kinner. Now, let's meet the Panthers from Pikeville. Number 00, Mia Valentino. Number 1, Kyla Lee. Number 2, Carly May. Number 3, Kylie Hall. Number 4, Kat Walters. Number 6, Lexi Akers. Number 7, Reagan Mullins. Number 9, Olivia Williamson. Number 11, Kate Salyers. Number 13, Anna Mouton. Number 15, Sophie Woods. Number 16, Maria Perez. Number 17, Munachi Ibuuchi. Number 20, Lindy Gearhart. And number 24, Corbin Williams. The Panthers are led by head coach Haley Hamilton. At this time, we ask that you please rise and gentlemen humbly remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by freshman Zamaria Markham.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good job.
All right, as we get set for action here. Talking about the talent on these teams. Bailey Porter, she's 3rd in the state for assist. Kylie Kenner is 10th in the state for kills. Olivia Maynard, she's 31st in the state for kills. And Lindy Gearhart, she's 25th in the state for assist on the Pikeville side and 38th in the nation for freshmen in assist.
I did not know that. That is that's pretty good feat to accomplish right there. Go ahead.
A lot of talent on the floor.
A lot of talent. Our refs for tonight are going to be Carolyn Dillard. She's going to be right there at the table, at the scorer's table. Paul Lee will be on the line. Barry Apsher is going to be our other line judge. And Pete Runyon is going to be officiating there at the net. Well, they switched spots on me. Pete Runyon is going to be at the table, and Carolyn Dillard is going to be at the net. They switched on me. Those are our officials for tonight's game.
And Pete Runyon checking out the lineups as we get started. And it looks like Paintsville has won the toss. And Olivia Maynard back to serve for the Lady Tigers to get things going. And the 15th region tournament is underway. Set to Reagan Mullins, and Pikeville will strike first on the scoreboard
And that's one thing that Dawn Kenner said that they have to watch out. The one player they're worried about tonight is Reagan Mullins. Whenever she gets going, she said she's hard to stop. And there she is for the first kill, for the first point for the Panthers side.
Lindy Gearhart back to serve, start things off for the Panthers. And the set to Kenner. And line judge calls it in.
Mouton thought that was out. And line judge was right there looking down the line.
So we are tied at 1-1. And Kat Baldwin back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Set to Olivia Williamson. It was blocked by number 2, Bailey Porter. Set to Kenner. Blocked by Williamson, but it comes down on the Pikeville side, so 2-1 Paintsville.
We're going to see a lot of that trying to kill right there tonight here in that first set. We'll see a lot of that tonight in that first set. In the first game, excuse me. I said set, first game.
Pikeville able to scramble to get that one over. And the set to Kenner will come off a Pikeville player and go out of bounds. And Paintsville with an early 3-1 lead here in set 1. Like to remind you, directly following this game will be game 2 of tonight's matchup, Floyd Central and Pike Central. And a service error on Baldwin.
That's going to be something that is a rarity right there. But we're in tournament play. Nerves are a little high, a little edgy. Here we go.
Kyla Lee with the serve for Pikeville. Set to Kenner. She does a tip. Gearhart unable to get to it.
And that's one player right there that Coach Hamilton for Pikeville is really concerned with, Kylie Kenner. Of course, you gave the stat about her here in the pregame. She is one of the top prospects right now as far as freshmen go.
And another service error for Paintsville. As the senior, Reagan Mullen steps back to serve. Brought up by Jenna Oosley, set to Kenner. Gearhart with the set to Kylie Hall. Blocked by Kenner, but it does go out of bounds. That'll be Pikeville's point, 4-4, and we're tied up.
I think you're going to be calling Kenner's name a lot tonight. Olivia Maynard, I think you're going to be calling those girls' names tonight. You've already said Kenner quite a bit, and it's already been on a couple kills and a couple blocks.
Mullins with a good serve. Set to Kenner. It was dug out by Pikeville. Pikeville getting something set up. Kylie Hall, and Pikeville will take a lead, 5-4.
That was a great thought by Kylie there, making sure that she just got it over and found the hole on the other side.
Kylie Kenner with a push, and in the back row, Pikeville struggled to get some players around it. Unable to get it across, and we're tied back up at 5 apiece. And Kenner back to serve. Gearhart with a shot.
Those are one of those. That's one of those shots you really don't practice it, just the way it comes off. Just skims the net and gets right over, and that's a hard ball. They weren't expecting that to come right over the net. They were thinking that she was going to set that up.
And number 11, Kate Salyers to serve for Pikeville. Kate had a great game against Eastridge. And, of course, Kate Salyers leads this Panther team in aces. She's got 48 on the season. 7-5, Pikeville lead. Salyers back to serve, and her serve will go a little strong. And that'll bring Jenna Oosley back to serve for Paintsville. Oosley leads this Paintsville team in digs. She has 384 for the season. Gearhart with the set to Hall. Set to Baldwin, and it'll go, and we're tied back up at 7-7. Folks, we promised you an exciting game, and I expect to see all 3 sets back and forth like this.
I was talking with Jessica Davis before the game, the assistant coach for Paintsville, and she's expecting this to be a close match all the way through.
Gearhart set to Carly May, and it'll go off a Paintsville player, and Pikeville will pull back ahead by 1. And their senior, Kylie Hall, one of their 3 seniors, Kylie Hall, back to serve for the Lady Panthers. All serve is up and good. Set to Maynard, and it's out of bounds.
She had a great thought there going to the side. There was nobody on that line. She just went a little wide.
Ball carried a little bit further than she expected.
Yeah, she didn't want that. She didn't want that, Chotty.
And Hall serve is up and good. Pushed by Baldwin. Gearhart with the set to May. And they call
net violation.
Net violation on Paintsville, and Pikeville pulls ahead by 3, 10-7. Hall still back to serve for the Lady Panthers. All serve is up and good. Gearhart with the set to Kyla Lee. Blocked by Olivia Maynard, and a tip by Baldwin will fall in the Pikeville front court.
Kate did a very good job trying to get underneath that ball. She just couldn't get enough of it to get it up. But great effort on her part, but hats off to Paintsville. They played that ball perfectly.
Sarah Ward with the serve. Nice dig by Anna Mouton. Set to Maynard. And they call
did they call a net violation?
I think they called a lift.
Okay,
by
yeah,
Maynard.
okay. I didn't see the call exactly, but yeah, that's exactly what she had did. She had lifted it instead of hit it.
Anna Mouton serving for the Panthers. Mouton leads the Panthers in digs for the season with 374. And that was an attack by Kat Baldwin. And the Tigers pull back within 2.
And when you talk to Mouton, that's her specialty. That's what she prides herself in. She doesn't want to let her team down. She says, that's my job, and I'm going to try to do the best I can at it.
And another dig by Mouton. And the set to Mullins, but Mullins' shot swings a little wide. And Paintsville will pull back within 1.
When you talk to these coaches, they'll tell you each girl on this team knows their job. They each have a job to do, and they just have to execute in order for each side to have a chance at winning the game. And there's an ace.
Ace for Olivia Maynard, and she leads this Paintsville team in aces. She had 78 coming in to tonight's game for the season. And we're tied at 11, and that serve goes long by Maynard.
Wasn't by much, but it was long. Once again, the line judge is standing right there looking down that line. Great call.
12-11, Pikeville with the lead.
Close game.
Gearhart back to serve for the Panthers. And Gearhart serve.
Now, Chada, I know you have some preference towards that server right there, and I'm going to say this, and it has nothing to do with you standing on the side of me, but that was uncharacteristic.
That was definitely uncharacteristic for her. That was.
I can't remember the last time she went wide left.
12-12, we're tied up. Baldwin with the serve. Gearhart with the set to Lee. And Baldwin tried to make a play on it. I think if Baldwin would have let that go, that one would have been out.
Yeah, but it's all about position, where she's at on the court. And, you know, the angle of that hit came such a way that, she couldn't have known one way or the other. But I think she saved them right there.
Great serve by Kyla Lee. Set to Kenner, brought up by Mouton. Set to Kenner again. Brought up by Lee with a set to Kylie Hall. Paintsville's there with 2 blockers, but it doesn't make it over the net. Pikeville back ahead by 2, 14-12. Kyla Lee serving for the Panthers. Great serve by Lee. Set to Kenner. And it'll come back down on Paintsville side. And another point for the Panthers.
Kenner is who Coach Hamilton says we have to block that girl. She's a hard girl to block, and that's one we have to block in order to win this game.
Mouton with the set to Hall. Porter with the set to Kenner. Mullins and Williamson was there, but it will go out of bounds. Paintsville trailing by 2, 15-13. Bailey Porter back to serve. And Porter leads this Paintsville team in assists. She has over 1,000 assists for this season.
Wow. That's the season, not her career.
The season.
That's unbelievable.
And that was some good blocks there by number 42. I believe that was Chessa Collins.
Great dig by Gearhart.
Set to Kenner. And
they called
Williamson in the net.
Williamson. I thought he showed 9. Williamson just got a piece of that net there.
Paintsville pulls back within 1. Set to Mullins. Nicely dug out by Maynard. Little dump by Kenner. And Mullins again brought back up by Maynard. Gearhart with the set to Hall. And it'll go wide.
We're tied up, 15-all.
15-all here in set 1. Porter still serving for the Lady Tigers.
This is exactly what we expected out of these two teams, right, Chotty?
Williamson saw the spot open in the corner, but Kenner was able to adjust and get to it.
Came off the block.
Williamson again, and Maynard wasn't able to adjust to it this time.
That's a difficult adjustment to make coming off of a block, a deflection off of a block.
16-15, Pikeville with a 1-point lead. Reagan Mullins serving. Porter with the set to Kenner, brought back up by Mullins. Gearhart tried to bring it up. It come off of the ceiling and came back down quicker than she expected.
Gearhart really dug that out, and Kylie Hall almost got that over the net, just missed it. It was a great effort.
16-16, Kenner's with the serve. Set to Maynard, she pushes it deep. Mouton's there. Carly May with the one-handed dump across the net. Paintsville wasn't ready for it.
No, they weren't ready for that. They thought she was going to hit it high. Carly May is somebody that Coach Hamilton says has really improved since the beginning of the year, and I think we've seen that out of her in the last 2 games.
Salyer serve. Oh.
They call it out. And the student section for Pikeville is up. They are upset.
Well, we're tied at 17 apiece, and that looked in to me. But I mean, it's my angle, and of course he's right down on top of it.
We're not down the line, but the whole student section claims that they saw it.
But we're tied up 17 apiece here in set 1. A lot of great action that we thought we would be seeing. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Gearhart Fiber, Appalachian Wireless, Overhead Door of East Kentucky, Gearhart Security.
Charlie, this is what we thought this game was going to be like, neck and neck. These two teams have seen each other before this year, and they were close games. This is a treat tonight to be able to watch these two teams go at it for the 3rd time. Who's going to come out on top and go to the next level, and who's going home after tonight?
Jenna Ousley back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Gearhart with the set to Hall, blocked by Baldwin.
And Hall didn't see it come back. She blocked it, and it came back right behind her.
And Paintsville will pull ahead by one. 18-17, Lady Tigers. As Jenna Oosley back to serve. Shot from Carly May will go, and we're tied up at 18 apiece.
Carly May got the kill. She has really come alive in making sure that her keels are going downward in a more acute angle than she had earlier in the year.
Kylie Hall back to serve. Her serve is up and good. Set to Maynard, and Pikeville just watches it hits the ground.
They froze. They froze. I was actually surprised that Kate Salyers didn't scoot in after that ball right there.
Sarah Ward with the serve.
Paintsville has Pikeville on the ropes, and they're going to call a timeout.
Pikeville's going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
Gearhart Broadband knows reliable internet is more important than ever. To help, qualifying customers can now access the new Affordable Connectivity Program to get significant savings on broadband internet. Learn more now at imctv.com.
Smart Home Security provides you peace of mind by giving you access to your home cameras and connected devices from anywhere with one easy-to-use app. Stop worrying and upgrade to a smart home with Gearhart Security, and rest easy knowing you're always covered with 24/7 professional monitoring. Give us a call at 1-800-264-1730 for a free quote and to learn more about our financing options and how to save with our referral program. With Gearhart Security, families matter.
Action as Sarah Ward gets it started again. Gearhart with the set to May, just coming across the net. Porter with the set to Baldwin. Dug out by Hall.
Yeah.
Maynard thought she had another birthday ball, and she kind of missed the timing on it. Pikeville will pull back within one. Anna Mouton back to serve.
That's exactly what Maynard did. She just missed out on her timing.
Mouton's serve is good, brought up by Jenna Oosley. Set to Maynard, and she does the push, and it hits the front court. 21-19, Paintsville in set one.
Reagan was there for the block, and she just tipped it over, and she just couldn't adjust fast enough. And no one else was there on the side to get the tip.
Olivia Maynard with the serve. Mouton brings it up. Another birthday ball for Kenner. 22-19. And Pikeville's going to take another timeout.
You cannot give Kenner that ball right there at the net. She's smart enough as a player to do something with it. She doesn't always have to kill the ball to get the point.
The last three serves from Paintsville has been strong enough that when the Pikeville players tried to dig it, it actually lofted the ball right up over top of the net, giving Paintsville an easy slam down.
Their last 3 points have been gimmies.
Yes. And we're starting to see the teams from the second game come in. Pike Central and Floyd Central. Looks like Floyd Central brought a band.
Yeah, they sure did.
But let's get back to set one in game one. Olivia Maynard back to serve for the Lady Tigers as they lead by 3, 22-19. Mouton bringing it up, set to Mullins, and nobody home in the Paintsville back corner.
If Mullins gets going, that's going to be a positive thing for Pikeville.
22-20, Pikeville pulls back within 2. Lindy Gearhart back to serve for the Lady Panthers. And the shot from Kyla Lee. There was a
Chotty, we had something different there. We had girls setting each other up on the front row that we normally don't see happen. That was different to see those girls work together right there to get that point.
Pikeville pulls back within 1. 22-21. Porter with the set to Kenner. Shot to Kyla Lee, and we've got another tie ball game. 22-22. Gearhart back to serve. And Gearhart's serve is up and good. Porter with the set to Baldwin. She does a tip, and Mouton cannot get there in time. It falls just over top of the front line of Panthers. 23-22, and the Tigers go up by 1.
Paintsville is watching that block and just hitting it right over the blocker's hands.
Kat Baldwin serving for the Lady Tigers. And there's the birthday ball again.
They're bumping it up on what's coming over on the serve, and it's going over the net. They're not bumping it to their players so that they can make a good set. And it's costing them. And you got to give it to Paintsville. They are capitalizing on it.
24-22. Paintsville ahead by 2. And the swing from Maynard goes out of bounds. And the Panthers will pull back within 1. 23-24. Kyla Lee back to serve. Paintsville's going to call a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
You want to save money, and Appalachian Wireless gets that. Right now, you can get up to $650 off select devices, including the latest and the greatest on the Advantage Unlimited plan with a trade-in. Did y'all hear me? Up to $650 off select devices, including the latest and greatest with a trade-in. Now, I'm not a math whiz, but this deal, it's amazing. And you'll be on the region's premier network. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for complete terms and conditions.
And welcome back here to Game 1, Set 1. Pikeville trails 23-24. Kyla Lee back to serve for the Panthers. Porter with the set to Kenner. Blocked by Mullins and Williamson. Mouton with the pass. Gearhart with the set to Mullins. Dug out by Kenner. Kenner with the push. Gearhart's there for it. Set to Kylie Hall. Dug out nicely by Sarah Ward. And Kenner's shot will go out of bounds. 24-24, another tie in this ball game.
These girls on both sides knew that that was important.
Kyla Lee's serve is good. And Pikeville will pull ahead by 1. 25-24.
I was talking with someone before the game, and I said this first set is important. It's going to carry that team, the winning team, to the next one, and Pikeville takes it.
Pikeville takes it, 26-24. And we'll take a break and come back. Get ready for set 2 action here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy. The genuine, the original Overhead Door for all of life's little ups and downs.
These days, our home's also our office.
With Gearhart Broadband, Internet, and Wi-Fi, working from home just works.
We rely on fast internet for Zoom meetings, sharing files, collaboration.
With reliable speeds up to 1 gig and Plume Whole Home Adaptive Wi-Fi, you can do your best work from home.
We love working from home, especially the dress code.
Call or visit Gearhart Broadband online today for fast, reliable Internet and Wi-Fi.
Dreaming of watching what you want, when you want, where you want? Stop dreaming and start streaming with Gearhart TV. Watch hundreds of choices on many devices with Cloud DVR, plus great viewing features. Get in touch now to sign up.
With business class solutions from Gearhart Broadband, it's all smiles around your workplace. Get internet speeds up to 1 gig and business-savvy digital voice. Gearhart Broadband, business solutions that will make you smile.
And welcome back to 15th Region Volleyball action here at the 15th Region Volleyball Tournament here in Pikeville, where the Panthers just took set 1, 26-24. And what a battle it was, Trey.
Toddy, what a game. That was a great game. And the Paintsville needed just 1 point to take that game. And Pikeville found a way to come through.
Gearhart gets it started on set 2. Gearhart with a set to Kyla Lee. And Pikeville gets on the scoreboard first, 1-0 Panthers. I expect this set to be much like that first one, a back and forth battle.
It's going to be just like that, Chotty. I think we're looking at every game tonight between these two teams just like that.
Set to Maynard, push, but brought up by Olivia Williamson. Mouton gets it across the net. Set to Maynard. Gearhart tries to bring it up, but she can't. And we're tied 1-1. I'd like to remind you, give us a like and a share on Facebook. Give these girls some recognition and some words of encouragement.
If you recall, Chotty, we were tied 1-1 at the beginning of that first set as well. So we're starting out just like the first set.
Set to Kenner, big swing, but it goes a little long.
And they're saying that Pikeville touched it.
Oh, they call a tip on Pikeville.
That might have been Reagan Mullins that tipped that ball.
2-1 Paintsville. Olivia Maynard back for the serve. Lee brings it up. Mouton with the set to Williamson. And Williamson shot. Oh! Just out. 3-1 Paintsville. And if you recall, Paintsville took a 3-1 lead the first set.
Did. They sure did. They're going to fight tooth and nail for this. That was misjudged by Reagan Mullins. That's a rarity right there. These two teams are going to fight. Paintsville is not going to fold. They are going to play till the very end.
4-1 Tigers, and Maynard with a rare service error. 4-2, Kyla Lee steps back for the Lady Panthers. Lee's serve is up and good. Porter with the set to Kenner, brought back up by Mouton. Pikeville able to stay with it and get it back across the net. Porter will set it back up again to Kenner. Blocked by Williamson and Mullins. Set to Baldwin. Mullins steps back to handle it. Wow, what a save by Mouton. Gearhart gets it back across. Push by Baldwin. Gearhart with the pass to Mouton. Mouton sets it for Hall, and it'll fall for Hall.
What a job by Kylie Hall. Now, I want to tell you something. Coach Hamilton, she's worried about Kenner. She said whenever she gets to hitting the ball, she's a hard girl to block. Hats off to Mouton, tip off to Mouton for digging that out. Because those are some balls that are coming in are really hard.
And an ace.
Go ahead.
For Kyla Lee, we're tied up at 4-4. Ball just catches the top part of the net. Oosley dove for it, but it actually went off of Oosley's shoulder. Good effort.
Great effort. Those balls are hard once they hit that net.
And a jousting battle up front. And Mullins comes out on top. And Pikeville ahead by 1, 5-4 here in set 2.
We're down 3-1. Now they're ahead 5-4. Kyla Lee still serving.
Lee's serve is up and good. Gearhart with the set to Hall. Blocked by Kenner and bear with me a moment. Bailey Porter. Tied up 5-5. Kat Baldwin back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Her serve is up and good. Gearhart Punched out by Mullins, and the shot from Kenner goes out of bounds, but they call it off of Pikeville tip, and Paintsville will pull ahead by 1, 6-5.
Once again, we got a close set right here. Tooth and nail, neck and neck. It's going to be who's gonna make the mistake.
Baldwin. Set to Kenner. She pushes it back, but it goes out of bounds.
No tip that time.
No tip that time, and we're tied up at 6 apiece. Reagan Mullins.
Carly May comes in as Mouton exits the court.
Mullins' serve is up and good. Porter with the set to Kenner. Nice dive by Mullins to save it, bring it up. Gearhart gets it across. Set again to Kenner, and that'll go in the midcourt off of a Pikeville hand.
Reagan comes out. Mullins comes in. Mouton comes. Reagan comes out. Mouton comes in. And for Paintsville, we have Chelsea
Porter.
Collins coming in.
Oh, Bailey Porter with the serve.
Sorry.
Nice dig out by Mouton. Kyla Lee gets a hand on it. Unfortunately, it goes a little far outside, and Paintsville takes a 2-point lead here in set 2, 8-6. Porter serve. Kylie Hall dives for it, unable to get it, comes off the antenna, 9-6 Paintsville as they pull out to a 3-point lead early here in the second set. Porter serve, Gearhart with the dump, but the dump goes out of bounds.
And it wasn't by much, Chotty. It was right there.
10-4 Paintsville, and Kat Walters checking in for Kylie Hall.
Kat Walters has been doing a real good job there on the back row for the Panthers. When she comes in for those service, to be able to dig those out.
Bailey Porter serving for the Lady Tigers. Set to Williamson, blocked by Kenner.
Mouton was there. Had Williamson not touched the ball, Mouton was there to dig it out.
And Annabelle Blankenship was up there with Kenner on that one. Porter, another good serve. Set to Williamson. She does a push. Ousley quick to get in there and save that ball. Maynard getting it over the net. Gearhart with the set to May. Brought back up by Maynard. Kenner with a push, brought up by Mouton. Gearhart, the set to Walters. Walters just gets it over. Set again to Kenner, big swing, and it hits in the back row.
Split Mouton and Kyla.
Paintsville takes a 12-6 lead. Pikeville calls a timeout. We're going to take a timeout here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
Smart Home Security provides you peace of mind by giving you access to your home cameras and connected devices from anywhere with one easy-to-use app. Stop worrying and upgrade to a smart home with Gearhart Security, and rest easy knowing you're always covered with 24/7 professional monitoring. Give us a call at 1-800-264-1730 for a free quote and to learn more about our financing options and how to save with our referral program. With Gearhart Security, families matter.
And welcome back to 15th Region Volleyball Tournament action here on the campus of Pikeville High School. Pikeville won the first set against Paintsville, but Paintsville has a 6-point lead early here in the second set, leading 12-6.
And Bailey Porter's been serving the last few points. They can't get her off the serve. Pikeville's going to have to rally right here.
And another good serve by Porter. Gearhart with the set to Hall. Brought back up by Porter. Ousley with the set to Kenner. Gearhart with the set to Hall, and it'll fall for Hall. Coming off a Paintsville player.
Now you had Blankenship there blocking and Collins, and it just went right down their arms into the net.
Kate Salyer serving for the Lady Panthers. Dug out of there by Ousley. Set to Kenner, and she takes full advantage of that shot.
That girl, for a freshman.
Great shot by
She's
Kenner.
awesome.
Great shot by Kenner. 13-7, Paintsville lead.
And let's rephrase that. She is a freshman.
And Kenner serve. Another point. 14-7. Tigers leading by 7. Dug out by Kate Salyers. Kylie Hall goes up in the bleachers, gets a hand on it, but unable to control it.
It's 15-7.
Paintsville really starting to run away with this second set. Pikeville needs to do something to stop the bleeding. Kenner's shot goes long. 15-8.
Want to shout out to George Bonfanti. He's been following the Lady Panthers on WPRG. Would like to tell George Bonfanti in Buffalo, New York, thank you for your support.
Watching from Buffalo. Kylie Hall with the serve. Nicely dug out by Hall off the set to Maynard. Porter with the set to Maynard again. Big swing, and it'll go out of bounds off of Pikeville. 16-8. Tigers pull ahead by 8. And Jenna Ousley back to serve for the Lady Tigers.
Jenna's their libero.
And just catches the top of the net, doesn't clear it. And that point will go to the Pikeville Panthers.
Looked like Jenna was trying to get that just over the net.
Anna Mouton back to serve.
The libero for the Panthers.
Her serve is up and good. Baldwin with the push. Gearhart with the set to Mullins. Dug back out by Kenner. Set to Mullins again. Blocked by Baldwin up front and Maynard. And Pikeville stayed with it and fought hard for that point.
They fought hard for that, and great job by Kyla. She saw the open spot over there on the Paintsville side, and it actually froze them.
Mouton back to serve again. Nicely dug out by Kenner. Diving one-arm save.
Blocked by Paintsville, dug out by Mouton. She couldn't get the second one, though.
17-10 as Sarah Ward steps back to serve for Paintsville. Ward's serve is up and good. Gearhart with the dump, brought back up by Baldwin, set to Baldwin. Salyers with the dig, set to Mullins. Ousley
Nice dig
with
by
a big
Ousley.
save. Gearhart with the set to Mullins again. She'll swing this time. Ousley brings it up. Baldwin with the push. Gearhart with the set to Lee.
Great dig by Ousley.
Another dig. Push by Baldwin. Gearhart with the dump. Brought back up. Push by Baldwin again. Baldwin tried to do the push.
Really, what saved that whole point would have been Jenna Ousley. She had two great digs on that one, but of course they did not get the point because Pikeville did. But Jenna had two great digs on that side.
Great hustle by Ousley as Gearhart steps back to serve for the Lady Panthers. Battle up front. Reagan Mullins will win that battle. Panthers pull back within 5, and Paintsville is going to call a timeout. We're going to take a timeout here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
You want to save money, and Appalachian Wireless gets that. Right now, you can get up to $650 off select devices, including the latest and the greatest on the Advantage Unlimited plan with a trade-in. Did y'all hear me? Up to $650 off select devices, including the latest and greatest with a trade-in. Now, I'm not a math whiz, but this deal, it's amazing. and you'll be on the region's premier network. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for complete terms and conditions.
And welcome back here to set 2 in the 15th Region Tournament. Opening game, Pikeville versus Paintsville. Pikeville won the first set. Paintsville leading by 5 in the second set. Gerhardt back to serve for the Lady Panthers. Set to Maynard, and it goes out of bounds. And Pikeville pulls back within 4. Trailing 17-13.
Pikeville trying to do their best to have a comeback right here and not fall too far behind.
Gerhardt serving for the Lady Panthers. And it's going to be an ace for Gerhardt off of Oosley.
Yeah, I think Jenna thought that that Porter was going to get that ball, and it caught Jenna, the libero,
Don't
off guard.
count Pikeville out yet. They pull back within 3, 17-14. Gerhardt with another low serve. This one's a set to Maynard. Gerhardt sets Mullins. Mouton tries to save it, comes off of her hand wrong.
Yeah, she tried to save it and just went backwards instead of back up. She couldn't get under it enough.
Quick shot from Maynard. Maynard back to serve for the Tigers. 18-14, Paintsville lead. Mouton with the dig out. Set to Williamson. Brought back up by Oosley. Baldwin tried to push.
I don't know who she
Catches the net.
I don't know who she was setting that for. If she was, if Oosley was expecting that ball to come back to her and not at the net, but it wasn't anywhere in the vicinity for someone to take advantage of it.
Set to Kenner, blocked by Williamson and Mullins. And the shot from Mullins just barely out of bounds. But just barely out of bounds counts for Paintsville.
Yeah, it counts as a point.
19-15, Paintsville with a 4-point lead. Kat Baldwin back to serve.
There's no quitting Paintsville.
Baldwin's serve is up and good. Gerhardt with the set to Mullins. Dug back up by Baldwin. Set to Kenner. She does a push. Gerhardt setting Hall. Hall with the push back. Porter with the set to Kenner. Dug out by Gerhardt. Set to Mullins. Mullins with the push, and it'll fall in the front court.
Paintsville was waiting for Mullins to kill that ball, and she just decided to tip that over, and that worked out to her advantage. Chotty, we got us a good game right here.
Pikeville within 3, trailing by 3, 19-16. Reagan Mullins with the serve. Set to Kenner with the push, brought out by Lee. Gerhardt with the set to Hall. Paintsville gets a block on it, gets it back over. Set to Williamson, she gets it over.
Nice dig by Jenna Oosley.
Carly May with the tip, and it'll fall in midcourt. And the Panthers pull within 2, 19-17. Reagan Mullins back to serve.
Carly is someone that Paintsville hasn't seen a lot of because the last time these two teams played together, Carly got sick and wasn't able to play. So Paintsville's kind of caught off guard with Carly May.
Set to Kylie Hall, and it'll go off of Paintsville. Pikeville within 1.
They were down 6 at one time.
Down at 8.
8 at one time, and now
16 to 8. Paintsville takes a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
Video gaming is a great way for families to have fun together. And Gerhardt Broadband's fiber internet and Wi-Fi is a game changer. Fiber fast downloads with speeds up to 1 gig with reliable Plume whole home Wi-Fi. Power today's most exciting games on consoles, handhelds, even VR headsets with no lag or buffering. Contact Gerhardt Broadband and level up to game-changing fiber internet and best-in-class whole home Wi-Fi today.
And welcome back to set 2 action here at the 15th Region Volleyball Tournament at Pikeville High School. Pikeville was trailing Paintsville here in the second set, 16 to 8, but the Panthers have clawed their way back to where they're trailing by 1, 19-18. And Reagan Mullins back to serve for the Panthers.
Don't anybody turn their TV off or their phone off or their Facebook off, because these next few points are going to be good. The end of this set is going to be great.
Mullins with the serve. Porter with the set to Kenner. Big swing, and the Panthers not going to be able to handle it. 20-18 off the swing from Kenner. And Bailey Porter back to serve for Paintsville. Seems like Porter has served more for Paintsville tonight than any other player.
We've called her name quite a bit back there.
And another good serve by Porter. Set to Hall. Hall with the push. Porter with the dig. Ousley with the set to Blankenship. Mouton with the set to Hall. Blankenship's shot goes out of bounds, and Pikeville back within one.
We're having to see some of these girls on Pikeville do some jobs that they're not normally doing. For instance, we saw Gearhart having to dig a couple balls on the last couple points. We've seen a couple of the front row girls having to set another front row girl. They're doing what they have to do in order to make it.
Kate Salyers with a good low serve. Paintsville able to get it back over the net. Gearhart with the set to May, blocked up front by Kenner, but it goes out of bounds, and we are tied 20-20 here in set two.
What a game. What
Salyers, and if you're at this point in the game, that's who you want serving for you. I spoke too soon.
That happens to every announcer.
It does. Salyers with a shot in the net. Uncharacteristic. She leads this team in aces.
Very uncharacteristic.
Tigers pull ahead by one, 21-20. Gearhart with the set to Hall. Olivia Maynard was there to shoot it back. That ball came off. That's the fastest I've seen a ball come off a block.
Yeah, that poor Kate, she wasn't ready for it. Who would have been?
That's what I started to say. I don't know many players that would have been. And the set to May.
And just like that, Paintsville has a 2-point lead. Pikeville's going to call a timeout.
Pikeville's going to take a timeout. We're just going to keep it right here. Paintsville extends their lead 23-20 here at the end of the second set. Much like the end of the first set, Pikeville was able to battle back in that first set and win 26-24. We're getting ready to see if that's going to be able to happen here. We were just tied up at 20 apiece, and Paintsville just a surge of momentum.
Just the way Pikeville was able to claw their way back, as you called it, claw their way back to get it tied. They're going to have to try to figure something out in order to get it back tied and possibly regain the lead. But Paintsville, they're going to keep their foot on the pedal and keep this thing moving.
And the serve from Kenner is up, dug out by Mouton. Hall with a push deep, and it'll go off of Ousley. And Pikeville will pull back within two, 23-21. Kylie Hall back to serve for the Lady Panthers.
One of the seniors who was looking forward to this game tonight, knowing that this possibly could be her last night to play. And she goes long.
24-21. Paintsville extends the lead to three. Jenna Ousley back to serve for the Lady Tigers. And Ousley's serve will sail out of bounds. 22-24. The pressure is on Anna Mouton.
This is the exact same score as it was in the first set.
Can the Panthers do it again?
Can they? We'll see. Paintsville's over on the other side, ready for it.
Porter with the set to Maynard. Dug out by Mouton.
That was
set again to Baldwin. Dug out by Hall. Gearhart.
And that's ball game. They each got a game. 22-25, Paintsville takes the second set.
And we're going to take a break and come back with set three action here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
Smart Home Security provides you peace of mind by giving you access to your home cameras and connected devices from anywhere with one easy-to-use app. Stop worrying and upgrade to a smart home with Gearhart Security, and rest easy knowing you're always covered with 24/7 professional monitoring. Give us a call at 1-800-264-1730 for a free quote and to learn more about our financing options and how to save with our referral program. With Gearhart Security, families matter.
You want to save money, and Appalachian Wireless gets that. Right now, you can get up to $650 off select devices, including the latest and the greatest on the Advantage Unlimited plan with a trade-in. Did y'all hear me? Up to $650 off select devices, including the latest and greatest with a trade-in. Now, I'm not a math whiz, but this deal, it's amazing. And you'll be on the region's premier network. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for complete terms and conditions.
Video gaming is a great way for families to have fun together. And Gearhart Broadband's fiber internet and Wi-Fi is a game changer. Fiber fast downloads with speeds up to 1 gig with reliable Plume Whole Home Wi-Fi. Power today's most exciting games on consoles, handhelds, even VR headsets with no lag or buffering. Contact Gearhart Broadband and level up to game-changing fiber internet and best-in-class whole home Wi-Fi today. With business class solutions from Gearhart Broadband, it's all smiles around your workplace. Get internet speeds up to 1 gig and business-savvy digital voice. Gearhart Broadband, business solutions that will make you smile. Gearhart Broadband knows reliable internet is more important than ever. To help, qualifying customers can now access the new Affordable Connectivity Program to get significant savings on broadband internet. Learn more now at imctv.com.
And welcome back here to the 15th Region Volleyball Tournament here at the Pikeville High School, where we are split 1-1 on the sets. Pikeville won the first set, Paintsville won the second set, and Olivia Maynard back to get things started in the third set, and her serve will sail long. 1-0, Pikeville gets on the scoreboard first as Lindy Gearhart back to serve for the Panthers. Gearhart's serve is up and good, dug out by Maynard. Set to Kenner. Mouton with the set to Lee. Porter with the set to Baldwin with the push. Gearhart gets it up. Mouton gets it up. Lee with the shot brought up by Sarah Ward. Set to Kenner, gets it over. Set to Lee, and it goes in. 2-0, Pikeville with the early lead in set 3.
He called it out at first and then reversed his call and called it in. What's your prediction for this set here,
And
Charlie?
I was sitting down and I couldn't see the line on that one, so I couldn't tell you which way that one was.
It was in. What's your prediction for this set, Charlie? What do you expect to see?
I did not expect to see that.
No.
Gearhart's serve goes into the net, and Paintsville will get on the scoreboard as Kat Baldwin steps back to serve for the Paintsville Tigers. Gearhart with the set to Williamson. Mouton stays with it, still staying with it, and we're tied up at 2-2.
There's only so much you can do when you're
rolling
on
around
the
the
floor.
floor, yeah. Great hustle by Mouton. 2-2, Kat Baldwin. Well, if the Panthers needs to keep their composure and not get rattled by this Paintsville offense.
Paintsville has two powerful hitters. There's Gearhart digging again. Not her job per se. And what a kill.
That was Kenner with the set from Porter, and Paintsville takes a 3-2 lead. We're split 1 set apiece. Of course, it's the best out of 5. Baldwin with the serve. Gearhart with the set to Mullins. Paintsville able to get it over. Mullins with another set.
They're calling a lift.
They called a lift. She tried to reverse that.
Yeah.
Good thought.
Yeah, great thought. as soon as she did it and I heard the whistle, I knew exactly what they were going to call on that one right there. And she knew it too.
4-2. Paintsville leads by 2. Baldwin back to serve. Lee dug up. Set to Lee. Blocked. That was Kenner and Blankenship up front.
And that's exactly what Coach Hamilton was afraid of, those blocks that were going to come.
And Kenner, she leads this Paintsville team in blocks with 39 on the season coming into tonight's game. Baldwin. And another point for Paintsville. (6-2) Lady Tigers. Pikeville needs to get the ball back if they want a chance at this. Set to Mullins. Wow,
what a save.
Unbelievable hustle by Paintsville. Mullins again punched back out by Blankenship. Gearhart with the set to Lee. Blankenship with the swing, brought out by Kat Walters. And Pikeville unable to get it across.
I'm going to tell you now, Paintsville has Pikeville on the ropes. Pikeville looks like they don't know exactly what they want to do right now.
We're going to take a timeout here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
These days, our home's also our office.
With Gearhart Broadband, Internet, and Wi-Fi, working from home just works.
We rely on fast internet for Zoom meetings, sharing files, collaboration.
With reliable speeds up to 1 gig and Plume Whole Home Adaptive Wi-Fi, you can do your best work from home.
We love working from home, especially the dress code.
Call or visit Gearhart Broadband online today for fast, reliable Internet and Wi-Fi.
And welcome back here to set 3 action here in the 15th Region Tournament. Paintsville taking a 5-point lead early here in set 3. 7-2. If you're just tuning in, we're split 1 set apiece between these two teams. And Kat Baldwin back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Her serve is up and good. Gearhart with the set to Mullins. Porter with the set to Kenner. Big swing. Blocked by Mullins and Williamson. Pikeville pulls back within 4. Kyla Lee back to serve for the Lady Panthers. Lee with a big strong serve. And the pass to Kenner forced her to go outside. And
way wide.
She was unable to get it back inside the antenna. And another serve from Lee, brought out by Ward. Set to Kenner with a deep push. Lee with a diving one-handed save. Unfortunately, a Pikeville player couldn't get over to receive that. And Paintsville will pull ahead 8-4. Bailey Porter back to serve again. Gearhart with the dump. Gearhart with the set to Hall, and it'll fall for Hall.
Yep, deflected off of the block. They could not make an adjustment on it.
And the Panthers pull back within 3.
It was a break that the Panthers were looking for right there.
And Reagan Mullins will step back to serve for the Lady Panthers. Mullins' serve is up and good. Set to Kenner. Brought back across by Lee, and Paintsville cannot do anything with it.
They had 5 girls there, and I think everybody thought the other one was going to get it.
Pikeville pulls back within 2. Mullins again with a good serve. Gearhart brings it up. Mullins with the set to Hall. And Pikeville unable to get it across the net, and that point will go to the Lady Tigers.
The Panthers have not had an opportunity to actually put a play in motion If you notice, Lindy, the setter, has rarely been able to set a ball in this set.
Kenner's serve is up and good. Gearhart with the set to May, and that'll be a point for Pikeville. Carly May.
And there, they were able to put a play in motion. Lindy was able to get a good set for a play to be made, a kill to be made on the ball.
And Kate Salyers checks in and steps behind the service line to get things going. Pikeville trailing by 2. Porter with the set to Maynard. Big swing.
We had Lindy there and Carly both there to block the ball, and they blocked it on their side.
10-7, Paintsville leading by 3. Jenna Ousley with the serve. Gearhart with the dump. Ousley with the save.
And it was in. She went cross court with the save, and it was in. Mouton thought it was going to be out.
4-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Ousley off the top of the net. Set to May. And Hall can't get it across. Paintsville pulls ahead, 12-7. Pushed across by Mouton. Set to Maynard. Big swing. Mouton gets a hand on it. Lee chases against the back wall. Unable to get a hand on it. 13-7. Paintsville pulls ahead by 6. Jenna Ousley still back serving for the Lady Tigers. And that serve will go out of bounds from Ousley. 13-8. Kylie Hall will step back to serve.
Sarah Ward comes in for the Paintsville.
Set to Maynard, and it will go out of bounds.
I mean, that was just a beeline for the out of bounds. The way that ball got hit, it looked like somebody might have touched it on the Pikeville side, but nobody touched that ball. It just sailed on her.
13-9. Set to Maynard again. And that one will fall for Maynard. Right on the side, 14-9. Paintsville pulls ahead by 5. And that'll bring Sarah Ward back to serve. Gearhart with the set to Lee. Ousley brings it up. Battle between Ousley and Baldwin. And they're on the same team. Set to Lee.
Oh.
And Lee's shot will go out of bounds.
She went hard and she went long.
15-9, Paintsville. Ward's serve is up. Gearhart with the set to Lee. She'll swing again, and it'll be blocked by Olivia Maynard. And Pikeville will take a timeout with Paintsville leading 16-9. We're going to take a timeout here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
You want to save money, and Appalachian Wireless gets that. Right now, you can get up to $650 off select devices, including the latest and the greatest on the Advantage Unlimited plan with a trade-in. Did y'all hear me? Up to $650 off select devices, including the latest and greatest with a trade-in. Now, I'm not a math whiz, but this deal, it's amazing. And you'll be on the region's premier network. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for complete terms and conditions.
And welcome back here to set 3 action here at the campus of Pikeville High School on the first round of the 15th region tournament. We're split 1 set apiece, and we are in the 3rd set where Paintsville has a 7-point lead, 16-9 over the Lady Panthers. Sarah Ward back to serve for the Tigers. Her serve is up and good. Gearhart with the set to Lee. Set to Baldwin, brought up by Salyers. Nice save by Hall, and May gets it across. Another set to Maynard. Mouton is there for the dig. And Lee gets it over the net. Unfortunately, it goes a little too far. 17-9, Paintsville.
Ward wanted to grab that ball, but she thought twice about it, and it was a great thought.
Ward's serve is up and good. Gearhart with the set to Lee again. Blocked, but brought out by Hall. Ward brings it up. Porter with the set.
Kylie tried to block that. Went right through her hands.
18-9, Paintsville. Commanding lead here in set 3. Gearhart chases down the pass. May gets it over, and they call double contact.
Yeah,
double contact on Ousley.
Carly goes out, Reagan comes in.
And she calls. (18-10). Anna Mouton back to serve for the Panthers. Try to turn things around for them. Push from Maynard. Mouton with the pass to Gearhart. Set to Mullins. And Mullins' shot goes wide. (19-10) Paintsville. And the serve from Maynard goes into the net.
That was uncharacteristic for Maynard. She's not often to get one in the net. She usually has a good serve. Pikeville gets the point. We'll see if they can take advantage of it.
19-11, and Gearhart back to serve for the Panthers. Porter sets Kenner. She does a push, and nobody's home in the middle front court for the Panthers.
Smart play. Paintsville saw the open court. All they had to do was tip it over the blockers and get it into the void that was there in the middle.
Kat Baldwin back to serve for Paintsville. Mouton hits it up, set to Williamson. Blocked by Blankenship. Blankenship with a birthday ball swing. Gearhart with the pushover. Set to Kenner. Big swing. Mouton gets a hand on it. 21 Paintsville leading by 10. 21-11. And the Tigers inching closer to putting this set away.
4 points away. They have Pikeville up on the ropes right now. Pikeville doesn't have much of an answer. They don't look as crisp as they should.
Baldwin serve is up and good. Mullins gets it over. Porter with the dump. Mouton saves it. Kyla Lee, and her shot just goes long.
Paintsville's 3 points away from taking a 2-1 lead in the set margin.
22-11. Paintsville as Baldwin back to serve. Baldwin's serve is up and good. Gearhart with the set to Mullins. And that'll go. Reagan Mullins with the kill.
And if Pikeville's going to get back into this game, they need Reagan to get quite a few kills. They need her to get going.
22-12. Kyla Lee with the serve. Porter with the set to Kenner. Big swing from Kenner, and it'll go.
And right now, Pikeville has no answer for Kenner.
Hammer time for Kenner, 23-12. Paintsville.
There's a reason why she's the #1
freshman kill leader in the nation.
In the country, yeah.
Set to Hall. Drug up by Ousley. Dug up. Pikeville Gearhart gets it over. Porter with the set to Kenner. Big swing. Mullins and Williamson gets a hand on it. It goes out, and Paintsville 1 point away from ending set 3, 24-12. Bailey Porter back to serve. Gearhart with the set to Hall. Blocked by 2 players up front. I believe that was Chessa Collins and Blankenship. Porter with the set to Kenner. And that's a block for Williamson and Mullins up front. 24-13.
Got a lot of ground to cover in order to come back in this game.
And Pikeville pulls back within 11.
At least you make it sound exciting, Charlie.
Reagan Mullins back to serve for the Lady Panthers. Ousley digs it out. And Ousley gets it across the net. Gearhart with the set to Williamson. Ousley, nice dugout. Kenner there, block between Williamson and May. Kenner gets it over. Gearhart with the set to Hall. Dug out by Maynard. Kenner with the push. Kylie Hall gets it over. Ousley with the dig. Kenner with the swing.
And that's game.
And that'll be game 2, or set 3. 25-13. Dominating that set. Come back after these messages and we'll get ready for set 4 here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
With business class solutions from Gearhart Broadband, it's all smiles around your workplace. Get internet speeds up to 1 gig and business-savvy digital voice. Gearhart Broadband, business solutions that will make you smile. Gearhart Broadband knows reliable internet is more important than ever. To help, qualifying customers can now access the new Affordable Connectivity Program to get significant savings on broadband internet. Learn more now at imctv.com.
These days, our home's also our office.
With Gearhart Broadband, Internet, and Wi-Fi, working from home just works.
We rely on fast internet for Zoom meetings, sharing files, collaboration.
With reliable speeds up to 1 gig and Plume Whole Home Adaptive Wi-Fi, you can do your best work from home.
We love working from home, especially the dress code.
Call or visit Gearhart Broadband online today for fast, reliable Internet and Wi-Fi.
You want to save money, and Appalachian Wireless gets that. Right now, you can get up to $650 off select devices, including the latest and the greatest on the Advantage Unlimited plan with a trade-in. Did y'all hear me? Up to $650 off select devices, including the latest and greatest with a trade-in. Now, I'm not a math whiz, but this deal, it's amazing. And you'll be on the region's premier network. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for complete terms and conditions.
Smart Home Security provides you peace of mind by giving you access to your home cameras and connected devices from anywhere with one easy-to-use app. Stop worrying and upgrade to a smart home with Gearhart Security, and rest easy knowing you're always covered with 24/7 professional monitoring. Give us a call at 1-800-264-1730 for a free quote and to learn more about our financing options and how to save with our referral program. With Gearhart Security, families matter.
Back to volleyball action. Paintsville leading 2-1. Linda Gearhart back to get set 4 started for the Panthers. And her serve sails out of bounds. 1-0. Paintsville set 4. Maynard with the serve. It's going to be an ace for Paintsville. 2-0, Paintsville with the early lead. If you're just tuning in, Pikeville won the first set, 26-24. Paintsville won the second, 25-22, and the third, 25-13. And they are off to a 2-point lead here in the fourth set. Set to Kenner, big swing, and it goes in. 3-0 Paintsville.
Kenner is something to watch. She has a lot of power. She knows where she's going with the ball. She's amazing.
Maynard with the serve. Gearhart with the set to Mullins. Kenner with the block. And it'll fall in on Pikeville territory. 4-0. Paintsville with an early lead here in set 4.
Pikeville's got to find an answer. If they don't find an answer quick, this is going to go south real fast.
And it Off to a good start for that, 5-0. I said during the break that Pikeville would come out and take this fourth set, but it's not looking like it right now. Pikeville calls an early timeout. We're going to take a timeout here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
With business class solutions from Gearhart Broadband, it's all smiles around your workplace. Choose the reliable internet and Wi-Fi speeds that meet your needs, from 250 meg download plans all the way up to 1 gig. And business class voice provides the business savvy features that keep you in touch with your customers. Contact the Gearhart Broadband professional team today for customized business solutions at affordable rates. Now that will make you smile.
And we're back here in action in set 4. Olivia Maynard back to serve for the Paintsville Lady Tigers. Maynard serve, dug out by Mouton. Gearhart with a pushover, and Pikeville finally gets on the scoreboard.
Yeah, if they didn't get a point here, it was going to get ugly real quick, and they couldn't afford that to happen.
Kyla Lee back serving for the Panthers. Set to Kenner. She pushes it over. Gearhart with the set to Mullins. Dug out by Maynard, but Porter will do the set. Another push across by Baldwin. Mullins with the set.
Found the open
Gearhart.
court. Found the open court in the corner, and that's exactly what Coach Kenner did not want to see. She didn't want to see Reagan Mullins get started.
Pikeville pulls back within 3. Kyla Lee with a good serve. Porter with the set to Kenner. Pushes it. Gearhart dives. Gets a hand on it, but it sails out of bounds. 6-2, Paintsville.
Blankenship comes in for Jenna Ousley on the Panther side.
Serve from Baldwin is up and good. Set to Mullins. Dug out by Paintsville. Set to Kenner.
Block.
Yeah, they say they hit the top of the net and came back on Paintsville side. 4 hits.
Sounded like it hit Reagan Mullins' arm.
Sounded like a block from up here. They're saying it was 4 hits. And Mullins back to serve for the Panthers.
Either way, a needed point for the Panthers.
Maynard with the dive. Blankenship gets it over. Gearhart with the set to Hall. Blankenship gets a hand on it. Hall gets it across. Porter with the set to Kenner. Big swing from Kenner. And that'll go.
As long as they give her time, she's going to find the open spot. And Kenner's going to put the ball in play.
Another kill from Kenner.
And Pikeville doesn't have an answer for that right now.
Maynard's serve is up and good. Gearhart chases down the pass. Williamson gets it over. Set to Kenner, and it goes off of Mouton. 7-3, 8-3, Paintsville. As Paintsville pulls ahead by 5 early in the 5th set, or the 4th set.
4th set.
Pulls ahead by 5 in the 4th set. Gearhart with the set to Hall. Hall shot goes out of bounds. Pikeville's just really fell apart and unable to get their game plan back together right now.
It's almost like they can't get their feet under them. Their sets, their bumps, everything is not on cue. And we say that, and there Williamson goes with a tip right over the net.
And Kate Salyers checks in for Carly May. Pikeville trailing by 5. Kate Salyers back to serve for the Panthers.
The server that the Panthers would want to see.
Porter with a set to Kenner, dug out by Salyers. Williamson gets it over. Porter with a set to Kenner again. Nicely dug out. Oh, miscommunication on Pikeville's part. Still got it over. Salyers with another dig. And Hall with the push.
Mouton got hurt on that play. Her and Lindy Gearhart had a run in. And so Mouton goes out and Reagan Mullins comes in.
Pikeville trailing by 4. Push over by Kenner. And it'll go off Pikeville out of bounds.
They are hitting the holes, Paintsville is. They're hitting the holes. They're finding it right over the spikers, or right over the blockers.
Kenner with a hard serve. And the push.
And that did hit the antenna, and they missed it. The antenna is shaking on the net. And they missed it. That should have been out.
Gearhart tried to point it out to him.
Yes.
Dug out by Mouton. Maynard. 12-5.
And I'll tell you, just looking at the girls on the Paintsville side, they're starting to feel it. They're starting to feel it.
And Pikeville takes a timeout, and we're going to take a timeout here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
You want to save money, and Appalachian Wireless gets that. Right now, you can get up to $650 off select devices, including the latest and the greatest on the Advantage Unlimited plan with a trade-in. Did y'all hear me? Up to $650 off select devices, including the latest and greatest with a trade-in. Now, I'm not a math whiz, but this deal, it's amazing. And you'll be on the region's premier network. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for complete terms and conditions.
And welcome back to 15th Region Volleyball action here at the 15th Region Volleyball Tournament here at Pikeville. We are in set 4. Paintsville currently leading 2-1. And in set 4, they're leading 12-5 with Kylie Kenner back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Her serve is up and good. Gearhart with a set to Hall. Hall pushes it back across. Set to Maynard, big swing, but it catches the net, falls on Paintsville's side. Kylie Hall will step back to serve for the Panthers. Hall's serve is up and good. Birthday ball for the Panthers, and Kyla Lee takes advantage of it. And they pull back within 5.
Don't count the Panthers out, but don't think that Paintsville's going to let up either.
Kylie Hall's serve is up and good.
And they're going to call a carry.
Carry on.
Lift, yep.
A lift on Porter. And Pikeville pulls back within 4. Trailing 12-8.
Reminiscent of that last set, isn't it, Chotty?
It is.
Pikeville falling behind and then scrapping to try to get back in it.
That set was to Collins.
Great job by Lindy Gearhart. They were waiting for her to set it, and she tossed it over, and Paintsville wasn't ready for it.
Paintsville's going to take a timeout. We're going to just keep it right here. Pikeville pulls back within 3. If you're just tuning in with us, Pikeville won the first set 26-24. Then Paintsville won 25-22 and 25-13. We are here in set 4, where Paintsville's leading 12-9. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Gearhart Security, Overhead Door of East Kentucky, Appalachian Wireless, Gearhart Fiber, Gearhart TV. And about 30 minutes following this game, we'll have game 2 for you between Floyd Central and Pike Central. The serve from Kylie Hall is up and good. A set to Maynard, dug out by Mouton. And Gearhart gets it over. It was dug out by Kenner. Gearhart with the set to Williamson, and it'll go. Kill from Olivia Williamson. And the Panthers pull back within 2.
Now, in my opinion, if Pikeville's going to get back into it, they really need Liv, that when she gets an opportunity to kill, she needs to kill the ball.
Kylie Hall, another good serve. Porter with the set to Maynard. She tries to tip it over. It comes off her hand wrong, and Pikeville pulls back within one.
Either way, Chotty, the blockers were there, but they were also ready for the tip that time on Pikeville's side. They were ready for it.
Kylie Hall with the serve. Set to Maynard. A miscommunication in the front court from Paintsville. It'll go out of bounds, and we are tied up. 12-12 here in the fourth set. Pikeville showing some life in them.
They're playing a little bit better than what they were in that last set. They're starting to hit the ball a little bit cleaner.
Set to Maynard. Dug out by Salyers. Williamson with the push. Another set to Maynard, and it'll fall. And Paintsville pulls back ahead by one, 13-12. And Jenna Ousley back to serve. And that's a fault for Ousley.
We're tied again.
She's missed a couple tonight, and we're tied at 13. Speaking of 13, number 13, Anna Mouton, back to serve for the Lady Panthers.
She'd like to say hi to her grandparents who are watching back in Louisiana, and her uncle and her aunt.
And Mouton gets that over. A set to Maynard, big swing, and it'll go off of Kylie Hall. And Paintsville will pull back ahead by one, 14-13. And Sarah Ward will step back to serve for the Lady Tigers.
I wish they had a speed clock on that kill coming across.
Gerhardt with the dump. Set to
Great
Baldwin.
save.
Saved by Hall. Mouton gets it across. Porter with the set to Maynard. Dug up. Big swing. Mouton gets a hand on it.
And that's one thing we're seeing. Mouton's able to get a hand on it. She's not able to get in front of it. Those balls are coming so fast, she is not able to square up and get a good hand on them.
Maynard and Kenner both hard swings. Gerhardt with the set to Lee. Set to Baldwin, brought up by Salyers. Gerhardt dive to set it up. Mullins gets it across. Porter with the set to Maynard again. She does the tip. Kyla Lee there to save it. Mouton gets it back across. Porter set back to Baldwin. And Gerhardt and Mullins gets a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. And Paintsville pulls back ahead by three, 16-13.
Pikeville's going to have to dig deep if they're going to finish this game off. Paintsville is trying to do their best to get out of this with a win.
Set to Lee, and her shot goes long. 17-13, Paintsville pulls ahead by four. Pikeville needs to get the ball back to have a chance in this game. Mullins with the birthday ball. And Pikeville pulls back within three. Lindy Gerhardt back to serve.
The Pikeville students, they're on their feet. They haven't sat down except for the timeouts during the breaks. They're on their feet trying to root their team on.
Gerhardt serve low across the net. Ousley able to pull it up. Paintsville able to stay with it. And Baldwin gets it across the net. Mouton with a bump set to Lee. Unbelievable.
Great job on the
Saved by
Paintsville
Sarah
side,
Ward.
saving those balls.
Baldwin with the push. Gerhardt with the set to Mullins. Brought out by Porter. That one was saved by Hall. Ward with the save. Baldwin with the swing. Gerhardt with the dig. Mullins gets it across the net. Porter with the set to Maynard. And it goes in.
Pikeville is giving Paintsville the opportunity to set. Pikeville's not able to get their own hitters set up, and they're giving them balls that they can just easily handle to set to their killers.
Out of bounds. On to Paintsville. And Pikeville pulls back within 3. 18-15. Pikeville has to win this set to stay alive.
Paintsville 7 points away from going on to the next round at this point, barring no 2 points differential in the score.
Kyla Lee with a good serve. Push from Kenner. Gearhart with a set to Mullins. Battle up front, and Mullins will win that battle.
Mullins won that battle, and Pikeville needed her to win that to pull within 2, 16-18.
Kyla Lee serving for the Panthers, and her serve will sail out just a little long.
I think that's her third serve tonight that has gone long. And they can't afford that. They're giving points away.
19-16 Paintsville.
Paintsville 6 points away from winning this.
Kat Baldwin serving for the Lady Tigers. Gearhart with the set to Mullins. Diving save by Sarah Ward. Set to Kylie Hall, brought up by Maynard. Ward with the pass to Kenner. Kenner gets it across, Mouton. Set to Mullins, and it'll go. Pikeville back within 2, 19-17. And the senior that's going to play for U-Pike, Reagan Mullins, steps back to serve for the Lady Panthers.
Mouton comes out. Liv Sanders for Paintsville comes in. On Pikeville, excuse me.
Gearhart with the set to Hall. Dug out by Ousley. Birthday ball. Williamson. She's going to take advantage of it. Olivia Williamson.
And
Pikeville back within 1.
Pikeville back within 1. And I said earlier, Liv's got to have a good game for Pikeville to come out on top. When she gets an opportunity, she has to make the kill.
Mullins back to serve for the Lady Panthers. And her serve is up and good. Porter with the set to Kenner. Dug back out nicely by Mullins. Gearhart with the push over. Set to Kenner again.
Dug by Gearhart again.
Push by Hall. Set to Kenner. Big swing. Block up front by Williamson and May. And that one does go over. I actually couldn't tell if it went over the net or not. But it does, and that point will go to Paintsville.
Fell right back into Liv's lap.
Bailey Porter. Set to Williamson. That's Blankenship and Collins for the block. Porter with the set to Kenner, and that's Carly May with the block, and Pikeville pulls back within 1.
And that's one of the few times in this set that they have actually blocked Kenner. It came at a much needed time. You kind of hate to see Kylie go out after she does that block. But we got Kate Salyer serving.
Kate's serve is up and good. Porter with the set to Kenner. Dug back out of there by Lee, pushed over by Hall. Porter with the set to Kenner, and Salyers tries to get a hand on it, and she does, but it goes out of bounds. Paintsville will pull ahead by 2, 21-19.
Paintsville 4 points away.
Kenner serve, dug out by Mouton. Gearhart gets it to Williamson. Williamson gets it across. Porter gets it across. Maynard with a push across. Set to Hall, and that'll go. And we're back to another 1-point game. 21-20. Panthers pull back within 1.
Has Pikeville had the lead at all in this game?
I think they got the
first point.
No, they
first 2.
I don't think they have.
Maybe that's the last set. I couldn't remember them having the lead.
And Maynard with the swing, Olivia Williamson with the block. Gearhart with the set to Williamson, and hit falls. Folks, we've got a tie ball game. 21-21 here in set 4.
This is the 4th set that we've seen these teams tied again.
Pikeville battling hard. Kylie Hall back to serve for the Lady Panthers. A nice easy serve dug out by Ousley, and miscommunication from Paintsville's front line. Pikeville pulls ahead 22-21. Paintsville calls a timeout, and we're going to take a timeout here on your Intermountain Sports Network.
Smart Home Security provides you peace of mind by giving you access to your home cameras and connected devices from anywhere with one easy-to-use app. Stop worrying and upgrade to a smart home with Gearhart Security, and rest easy knowing you're always covered with 24/7 professional monitoring. Give us a call at 1-800-264-1730 for a free quote and to learn more about our financing options and how to save with our referral program. With Gearhart Security, families matter.
Welcome back. Don't go anywhere. Have we got a game? Paintsville leading 2-1, and we're in the 4th set with Pikeville with a 1-point lead, 22-21. Kylie Hall back to serve for the Panthers. Hall's serve is up and good. Porter with the set to Maynard, and it'll fall, and we are tied up again, 22-all.
And that's one of the two that Coach Haley said they're hard to block, and we've seen that tonight.
Jenna Ousley back to serve for the Lady Tigers. And they tried to watch it, and it hits inbounds.
It looked like it was going to sail, and even from up here, it looked like it was going to sail out. I think Mouton actually called off Kate not to hit it, and it landed in.
23-22, Paintsville with a 1-point lead. Gearhart with the set to Lee, and we're tied back up again. Kenner had nothing else to do. It hit mid-range.
That's a hard one to grab, especially when you're waiting for something else to come.
23-23, Anna Mouton back to serve. And her serve is up and good. Porter with the set to Maynard. Maynard gets it pushed across. Pikeville with the set to Mullins. Blocked, but brought back up by Lee. Lee again, and Pikeville takes a 1-point lead, 24-23 in the 4th set.
Can I be honest with you, Chotty? I did not see this when this set started. We were halfway through that first part of the set, and it didn't look like it was going to be like this at all.
Mouton's serve is up and good. Paintsville sets Maynard. And Mouton unable to adjust.
Here we go with another tie.
24-24, and we are tied up again. Sarah Ward back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Ward's serve is up and good. Salyers with the receive, set to Mullins. She tries to tip it over, but Olivia Maynard was there. And puts it back down, and Paintsville pulls ahead by 1, 25-24. Sarah Ward back to serve. Gearhart
ball game.
Tried to dump it over, and it doesn't in this ball game.
And so Paintsville will move on, and Pikeville is done. They had a good season, and they're done. They're out of the tournament.
What a game that was.
Quarterfinal game between the Floyd Central Jaguars and Pike County Central Hawks.
Pikeville won the first set, and Paintsville won the next 3 to advance to the next round to take the winner of South Floyd and Pike Central. But Pike Central has not beat South Floyd at all this year. Floyd Central's beat them 3 times. So about 30 minutes, we're going to have that game. Tune back in here on WPRG TV, and we will have game 2 coming at you here on your Intermountain Sports Network.